The first question is a little bit about the numbers of the last years, because people, of course, they know about Bitclub, they know what's, that it's really big, but could you give us a little bit info about the sales volume, about the numbers from the last 4 years that you started Bitclub?
Well, I mean, when we started out, I thought everything was going well compared to what I was used to in network marketing. But I mean, we do, $500,000 a month. We got to $1 million a month. We're like, wow. And then 2 million a month. So we looked at that as, good growth. And if you look at that as far as like how much Bitcoin it was a lot of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin was at like $200. And so if you look back then and you compare the price of Bitcoin now to back then, we were doing crazy numbers if you look at what the price of Bitcoin is now. But at the time it was like, $500,000, $750,000, and for about 3 years, maybe even more than 3 years, every month we did more in sales than the previous month. It wasn't any crazy growth. It was just nice, solid, steady, just up. And then 2017, last year, that's when things just went crazy. And I had said for a long time, all the scams, like, they take off so fast and they crash. And the next one, take off so fast and crash. And with us, we're not offering these crazy payouts. We mine Bitcoin and we split it up with everybody. So we're going to have very low payouts compared to all the scams, but we're going to be here years and years and years and years. And eventually people are going to be sick of this stuff, and then they're going to want to jump on this train, and then we'll explode. And that's kind of what happened last year in 2017, where in January we did 12 million, and then when the price of Bitcoin started cranking up from like $900, $1,000 at the beginning of the year, all of a sudden went to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, and it just started going up. And then eventually went to 20,000 for one Bitcoin at the end of last year. Our sales just exploded because there was so much Bitcoin hype going on in the world. And November and December, we did about 200 million in sales, November, and 200 million in sales, December. For the whole year added up, because I mean, October was great also. We ended up doing just a little less than $1 billion in sales for 2017. It was crazy. Then this year, price of Bitcoin drops down, our sales drop down. And which we were kind of talking about before, that like, that's crazy to me, because that's when everybody should be working the hardest, is when the price of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash is low, because you get paid in Bitcoin Cash. Soon people will be able to choose what they get paid in, but everything kind of goes in the same percentage gains and drops, whether it's Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum. It all stays pretty much in the same wave. One of them could break out, but we get paid in cryptocurrency. So when things are in a downtrend, that's when everybody literally should be cranking and working their hardest. And I mean, we still do 1.5 million a day in sales on average right now for this month. So, yeah. I mean, if I guess you could say that's doing bad. It's like 25% of what we did in November, or 25% in December or January. But if you look at just network marketing in general, there are monster companies in network marketing that don't come close to touching those numbers. And like I look at it two different ways, like, oh my God, we're down so much, but I know it's because of the price of Bitcoin. And the next time the price of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum crank up, I know it's going to be the same thing again. I'm just scared that this time it's not just going to be 200 million a month. It might be 300, 400, 500 million a month, or even more than that. So I hope people are taking advantage of this little downtime, because this is the time when people get rich, literally.
Yeah. Definitely agreed. So what is then in total the sales volume? Just that people have a number, because when I heard it,
I've actually haven't looked that up. I looked for last year, but I've never actually looked aggregate. 1.48 billion.
1.48 billion. Okay, perfect. Now I think this is a number. It's really, really crazy. But yeah. So
and if you add up all the Bitcoin that we've mined and Ethereum that we've mined and Dash and Monero, I know we were way over 1 billion when Bitcoin was higher, but right now I don't know if it's 1 billion, but it's a lot. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions, maybe 500-600 million.
And together with all the commissions and the mined coins and so on, it should be way over 2 billion was paid out, right?
Well, see, that's weird question. Withdrawals only, not pay it forwards, just withdrawals only. Tell you how many Bitcoin we've paid out in withdrawals. Hang on. Total is 183,241 Bitcoin paid out all time withdrawals. 183,000.
Crazy number. So that's together with mining earnings, commissions.
That's withdrawals of Bitcoin.
Yeah, in Bitcoin.
But that does not include.
Yeah.
Like I think we have like 23,000 Bitcoin sitting in people's back offices right now that have not been withdrawal.
Yeah.
And then that does not include the pay it forward, which that might be 30% of commissions that people use, maybe even higher than that.
Yeah.
So
total could be something around 200.
I don't know. It's
okay. Yeah. No, it's just nice for people that they understand 180,000 Bitcoins are paid out. So this is a really crazy number.
Not paid out in a back office. See, most of these scams out there, people are like, oh, I got so much money. It's in their back office.
I mean, it's paid out to the wallet.
That's been paid out, withdrawal to their wallet. They received 183,000.
Yeah. So perfect. That was a really, really good answer for the first question. One last thing. How many mega monsters do we have in Bitclub?
40 something. Hang on. 41.
41. And monster?
A lot. More than 200 something. 226.
226. Okay.
And then master build 1,696, so almost 1,700 master builders.
Okay. Yeah, nice. That's good numbers. So thanks for answering the first question. Okay, let me open the document. Second question. Okay, really good question. Why, but we also covered it a little bit already. So why should someone outside of the crypto world start with Bitclub right now?
All right, so I think Bitcoin and Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash and the world of cryptocurrency has now gotten to the point where it's a proven technology. It's not just a little test thing anymore. It's a proven technology. You have so many big companies, governments, just all jumping on board. So long term, this thing is going to keep going up and up and up and up and up because we have a set limited supply to deal with, and as the amount of people using it grows, it becomes scarcer and scarcer as far as availability to buy it. So the price is going to go up long term. Short term, nobody knows what's happening. So I get really surprised when I have people calling going, hey, Russ, do you know anybody who wants to sell 100 to 200 Bitcoin every day? And I'm like, no. Hey, Russ, do you know anybody that wants to sell 3,000 Bitcoin? No. Russ, do you know anybody who wants to sell 4,000 Bitcoin? No. All these people are calling, trying to find people to sell Bitcoin, and I don't know anybody that wants to sell Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash or Ethereum. I don't know anybody that wants to sell, but yet there's all these giant buyers, and these are just the ones I'm hearing of. There's huge buyers all over the world. I was flying on the plane when we went to Iceland last time, and the pilot, we were talking to him. He said that he has a guy in the Middle East that wants to buy $300 million worth of Bitcoin. Do you know anybody who wants to sell? No.
Yeah.
You have that billionaire from China. The beginning of this year, he owned 10 Bitcoin. In the first quarter of the year, he accumulated and bought 10,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So how the price dips, I don't know who's selling, dipping the price, and I don't know what's going to happen in the short term. The price could jump up $2,000 or $3,000 or down $1,000 or $2,000. I don't know what's going to happen. So I tell everybody, look, if you would have joined Bitclub when we started, the price of Bitcoin was $500. And you would have joined Bitclub Network, and then the price went down to $170. So if you'd have just bought Bitcoin, did not join Bitclub, bought Bitcoin at $500 and held it, you would have been holding that Bitcoin, and it would take you more than a year and a half to get back to even for that price to come back up to $500. So it would have been way better for you to join Bitclub Network and be mining the whole time, because that year and a half, now you collected so much Bitcoin and you're still getting more and more Bitcoin. So all those people got way more Bitcoin. If you join Bitclub Network in December of 2017, Bitcoin was at 20,000. If you would have just bought Bitcoin, your Bitcoin is now worth less than 7,000. So way better choice to join Bitclub Network. If you heard about this in January of 2017, when the price was $1,000, it would have been smarter just to buy Bitcoin rather than join Bitclub Network. So people go, okay, so sometimes it's better to join Bitclub and mine. Other times it's better to just buy and hold. What's going to happen going forward? I don't know. That's why I do both. I hold Bitcoin and I mine Bitcoin. So the great thing is that here you're not just investing some money to either buy and hold or to mine. You also have now got the opportunity to run a business and sell Bitclub Network as if you started it yourself. So if you wanted to start a mining company, you're going to have to order tens of millions of dollars in equipment, find a giant facility, find people to manage it, get it all set up. Now, if you want to start selling mining pool shares, now you got to get all the software set up to track everything and do all the payouts. Now you got to do the advertising to go out and find the customers, where with this, you can get rid of all the setup costs. You can join for $599 in Bitclub Network, and now you literally can go sell a business as if you set up $100 or $200 million company and sell it as if it's your own and get paid every single day. That's priceless. So somebody that joined Bitclub Network as a founder, $3,600 in the beginning, some of those people have pulled out $100,000 and they only paid $3,600. That's great. We have other members that have earned more than 7,000 Bitcoin because they didn't just put some money in, they went to work. So now we have hundreds and hundreds of people that have become millionaires in Bitclub Network because they took this serious and went to work. And it's funny because people that don't understand what we're doing yet, and they hear about this guy that's made $20 million, and they're like, how much did he invest? It's like $3,600 or $1,000. Like, they're like, you don't have to invest a lot. It's like, no, you just have to go to work. So when people go, well, why should I join? Look, Bitcoin's going to go, I don't know when, but it's going to go to 20, 30, 50, 100, 200,000, 500,000, eventually $1 million. Just like when Bitcoin was 200 and I was doing presentations every day, and I was telling people, trust me, it's going to 10 grand. Are you going to be ready when it goes to 10 grand? Some people took me serious and other people were like, it's not going to happen. People that went, it's not going to happen. I literally have people call me crying, going, Russ, why didn't you make me join? I'm like, I told you to watch the webinar 10 times. You should have made me. I'd be a millionaire. I'm like, yes, you would. So I can't make people do anything. I can only share with them what got me excited. And I hope that they'll at least understand my excitement to take it serious, to where if they don't understand right now what's going on, at least they'll do some research to really figure out what's going on. Because if you understand what's going on, you're in. And that's the best opening when you talk to people. Hey, have you ever heard of Bitcoin? Yeah, I've heard of Bitcoin. Great. How much do you own? Well, I don't own any. Oh, then you don't understand Bitcoin. If you understood it, you'd have it.
Yeah.
And if you're like, really? And so that's the best opening, even to start talking with people, is, do you know about it? Yes. How much do you own?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So basically the combination out of being diversified with your own money in crypto and helping other people being diversified with their money in crypto, and of course in the networking part, is really huge possibility to get a lot of Bitcoin or to earn a lot of digital money. And yeah, I think that's the answer. Thank you for this one. Really good. Okay, then let's move on. The next one. It's just, I know you have been asked this 100 times, and just make it very, very short. Just a couple sentences about the current situation. And yeah, 1 minute current situation. So what is going on right now behind the scenes, or
there's no way to explain the current situation. Everything's going on in 1 minute. Not possible.
Okay, right, try to make it short, just that people have. Yeah.
Oh, good. Look, there's a lot going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We're really close to launching a whole new website, all new videos, because everything's so out of date.
Yeah.
Everything in a bunch of languages. Support's been a lot better.
Yeah.
We have just so much going on with a whole new team that we hired. Copywriters, guys that make movies, guys that work on apps, programmers, just the whole 9 yards. And so, as usual, when you're dealing with programmers and anything computer related, nothing comes on time when they tell us it's gonna. But everything's beautiful. I mean, I see everything. So everything's looking beautiful. It's all really nice. So it's almost like Bitclub's going to be relaunching really soon, because it's all new everything. New back office, new app for the phone to tie into the back office. Just everything's going to be really, really, really nice. And then we have a new deal with a giant facility that just got done. That's going to be really, really big for us. Over the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, our pool numbers are going to be going way, way, way up. There's just a million excuses that we've been given on why all of our power is not turned on. We still have 480 petahash not turned on that we paid for almost 1 year ago.
Yep.
And that was an order for $55 million. And what's sad is that could have been anybody. If we wouldn't have bought it, it would have been bought by somebody else, and they would be dealing with the exact same thing. So I know it's easy, as an armchair quarterback, to be going, oh, well, I would do this, I would do that. You have no idea what you're talking about. You have no clue what you're talking about.
They should focus on what they can influence, and this is their network business. The other things should be
exactly.
Exactly.
So the rest of this year is going to be really, really, really exciting. The people that have been around for 2, 3, 4 years, they've seen bad stuff happen with Bitclub, and then everything's fixed and taken care of. Whether it is we have a hacking situation and the website's down for 10 days, or some weird glitch and it's all messed up, but then it all gets fixed. Like we've all experienced bad stuff, and then it's okay multiple times. where after a while you just go, okay, everything's fine. Where people that are new and they're used to the old scam, like up, down, up, down, up, down, when something bad happens, they're like, oh, that's the beginning of the end. And I don't blame them for thinking that way, because they've been programmed, because that's what they've been around.
Yeah.
But the people that have been around for a long time, like yourself and a lot of other guys, everybody's just like, everything's fine, just be patient.
Yeah.
So yeah, when it comes to everything, whether it's back office, websites, videos, support, our hashing power, everything is going to be beyond great very, very, very soon. I'm not a programmer. I'm a high school dropout. I just talk a little bit and make friends. That's all I'm good at. If I could fix it myself, I would. And if I could throw money at it and fix it, we would throw money at it and fix it. But there's nothing like literally, if I took an extra million and said, okay, here's an extra $1 million, spend it on making this fix faster. It's not possible. Like, there's nothing that can make it go faster.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks that, you know, we do things slow on purpose. It's like, come on, man. Like, so
okay,
everything will be fine soon. Yes.
Okay. And regarding more products within the distribution channel, because when I remember our first meeting in Dubai in 2016, you told us basically Bitclub is not just a mining facility, it's more like building the biggest distribution channel for blockchain technology. So
exactly.
I know that you cannot talk about what is in the pipeline, but if you just tell the people there is something,
there's a few things. There's a few things. We're working on some really big things. And I'm so proud of myself for keeping a couple things really secret.
Yeah, I'm surprised actually. I'm surprised, not.
Because I'm like, I have the biggest mouths. But look, I'm telling you, by the end of this year, everybody is going to be so beyond happy at everything that we have going on. And obviously CoinPay, that's a big one that we're really close on. We have a great team working on everything. We're using CoinPay. We're averaging 1.5 million a day in sales, and everything is perfectly smooth. If you want to pay a little bit in Bitcoin, a little bit in Bitcoin Cash, a little bit in Ethereum, like, you can do that. It's all working. Really no hiccups with that. So we're ready for businesses to use it. And we have 2 other companies that have done millions and millions and millions in sales also with CoinPay.
Yeah.
So we have 3, us and 2 others, and there's literally no hiccups. Like, everything's really, really, really smooth. So we're ready to start signing up businesses. And the teams are basically just working around the clock to make it easy for all of our members to understand how to go and share this with a business, how a business to use it, set it up very easily. Because right now, if I said, all right, here it is, go do it, you'd be like, okay, well, what do I do here? How does this work? And all that information, all the training stuff has to be put together in all the languages. And so it's looking good, but like, that's the one thing that's going to make us the ginormous. We have other things also, but that's the one thing that I think is going to be the thing that makes us giant. Like, not, you know, a 1 billion or 2 billion, but like 20, 30, 50 billion type deal.
Okay.
So, yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff happening.
Okay, nice. That's a good answer. So then the last question is about the vision of the club in the next 3 to 5 years.
All right. So if we go back 4 years, I never would have guessed anything this big. Even the beginning of 2017, we did 12 million in sales in January. I was like, oh my gosh, at this pace, we could end up doing, you know, 70 million or 100 million this year in sales, or maybe 200 million if we really, you know, crank it up. And then we do almost 1 billion. Like, so it scares me to even think 1 year ahead of what might happen, to go from 12 million to 200 million in 1 year, actually less than a year, because January to November we did 200 million. So it gets scary for me when we're at 45 and where that could go. So I try not to think about it. Really, our philosophy has been really one day at a time. Just do the next right thing, do the next right thing, do the next right thing, just one day at a time. And to try and think what'll happen 3 to 5 years from now, there could be multiple things that none of us are thinking about right now that could be a major thing for us. So when we found out that Ethereum was mineable, in less than 2 weeks from us finding out that it could be mined, we were selling the mining contracts. We didn't even know that equipment could be used to mine other things. We thought it was only for Ethereum. Like, we don't know.
Yeah, I remember it was just like Ethereum mining there, not GPU.
Right. Exactly. We didn't know. And then when we found out about Zcash, we were like, what kind of equipment does that use? Same as the Ethereum. We're like, really? You can do other stuff? Like, we didn't even know. But that's how fast we can be flexible, is find out about something and 2 weeks later be selling it. So you never know if 2 or 3 months from now, we're selling something that we don't even know about right now. Maybe nothing pops up, but if it does. So I just don't know what's going to happen. I just don't know. But I can tell you, we're going to do the right thing. We're going to always be trying to move forward, come up with new things to put into the distribution channel. We've done amazing building the distribution channel. We have, over, well, I don't know if it's 1 million people. It's like more than 1.2 million positions, that have bought a 500 mining pool, but a lot of people have multiple positions, so I don't know how many people that is. So we have a huge distribution channel. So when the right things come around, like, we put it in, everybody makes money. That's the awesome thing about this. So where we're going to be in 3 to 5 years, I don't know, man. And I get scared to even think about it compared to, like, if I think about where we came in the past 4 years, so 3 to 5 years, that's 4 years. Like, that gets scary to think if we're here and now, like, it's
okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah. I don't know, but it'll be good regardless.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it will be big, really big. Okay, then thanks for all the answers. What are your last words to the German pro builders and above?
Hey, look, there's actually a few different teams in Germany. You guys are doing absolutely amazing. I was just in Germany just for a couple days. Saw a couple guys there, and then I was in Spain, then I was in Dubai, now I'm in Cambodia. Next I go to Japan day after tomorrow, doing a 6-city tour there. Japan's going crazy also. South Africa, Kenya, like, just so many places are doing amazing, amazing things. And it's like every day I'm getting pictures of, people and how their lives have changed. Like, I just got this one from my really good friend. Now, this guy, he started Bitclub Network near the beginning. He was in the military in Malaysia. He, the most money he'd ever made in a year was $10,000 in a year, most he had ever made. And in Bitclub, he's made close to $500,000 in a month, more than 10,000 a day. So it's beautiful when, like, he had one Honda and now he has 7 houses. He just sent me a picture of 2 Mercedes and a van there with his family. But thank you very much, Russ. I didn't do it. He did it. Yeah. But, like, that's the kind of stuff I get every single day, and I absolutely love it. We've just had so many people that, like, and it's not me, it's Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Like, people saw the vision, took it serious, and now they're multi-millionaires, going from 10,000 in a year to now multi-millionaire in less than 4 years. So I tell people, if you're getting started now, it's easier now than when we started. Like, nobody knew nothing. You couldn't use it for nothing. Like, now it's so much more widely talked about. It's actually easier at this point. But again, everybody's heard of it. Almost nobody has it. So they know it's something real, where before they were like, you're making this up. It's like, I'm not making it up. Like, it was so much harder back then. If you get started now with Bitclub and you're not a millionaire in the next 3 years, you only have yourself to blame. So take this serious, massive sense of urgency, and we probably have like a 5-year window. When Bitcoin gets to that 200,000, 300,000 for one Bitcoin, let's be honest, the opportunity's pretty much over for new people coming in at that point. And if you're joining now, like I have people that joined 4 years ago that are just starting to build a downline now. Like they bought a position but did nothing, and now they're starting to build a downline. Now, are they disappointed? Absolutely. But they still see the vision of what they can do, and they don't want to give up this opportunity to become a millionaire or multi-millionaire in the next 2, 3, 4 years. But again, I think maximum 5 years is our window. And if you're not rich by then, you're just going to be a user. So this is an absolute race. Do not walk when building your business. Run as fast as you can.